Well, hello. Hi. How's everybody going? How's everybody doing? You're doing fine. You're doing great. I hope you are starting the week with a lot of energy and that you're having a great Monday and a great day all together. We will begin in just a couple of minutes, so sit back, relax. I'll be right back. All right, let's get going. Been a long time and we have a lot to do. So let's get started. Hey, how you doing? Thank you so much for joining me. Happy Monday. All right. How's your weekend? I hope you had a great weekend. I had a great weekend. I didn't do anything. I just relaxed. It was a bit of a week. Last week, I had to deliver a small little game for the game jam on Friday, so it was packed. We made it just in time in the deadline, but we made it. We were one of the 1,700 and change of people who actually delivered a project out of the 13,000 plus people that joined the jam. So success. It was a shitty game and I love it. But yeah, after that I just needed to reset over the weekend, and here we are, feeling good. I'm just taking notes of the things that I want to do today, if we can get to them all, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if we have time. The first thing I want to work on is the fact that I want a clip command that I can use with my Stream Deck in combination with just the things that we already set up in the project. I already have an access token for Twitch, and I have the reference for how to create a clip using the API. So I'm gonna do that because it really helps me. It messes with my flow of creation, content creation. If I don't have a button, I can't create clips. If I can't create clips, I can't post shorts, and that's not good. So I'm gonna get that done today. First, we'll see how we can better do this. The other thing that I want to look into is I want to investigate how the TTS service for Google works, because to be honest, as good as OpenAI is, the amount of voices that we have available is kind of limited. I think Google has more voices, more dynamic voices. So I want to look into that, see how their API works, and see if we can integrate their service into our project. I'm not saying it's going to be done today, but at least I would like to make a few tests, see how it works. And I think they have a very generous free tier where you can use the service like a lot without getting charged every month. So we're gonna see how that looks. What was the other thing that I wanted? I want to create a basic OBS web overlay, because I want the messages to pop on screen in OBS automatically. And I've been reading a little bit about how I can achieve that. So I want to start that work today. Just create a simple web page with a card at the bottom, maybe not animated just yet, but I just want to make sure that I can create something in a web page that runs locally, probably, and I can see that in OBS and it's transparent. I can only see the element that I want, and it's transparent. Everything else is transparent. So I want to do that. We have ads already? Okay, we are having ads already. So let's take a quick break before we start working. In the meantime, I'm just gonna keep writing stuff that I want to do so that I don't forget. So basic OBS web overlay. If I can get that done, I can probably connect. Well, I'm going to create a subtask on that one to react to overlay. Sorry, react to reverb events. If I'm gonna have this overlay thing, I don't think I'm gonna need the push notifications that I was planning to integrate, but so I'm going to delete that. I think that's not gonna need. We're not gonna need that. Pagination, that's one thing that we can knock off quickly for the events. Oh, one other thing that I need to, now that I mention it, we need to think about cleaning up files. Because I'm pretty sure it's getting out of hand really quick. Maybe schedule task for now. I don't see why we should keep a... Okay, we're back. Okay, welcome back from ads. Added a few more things here. We already mentioned a basic web overlay for OBS. I want to also, in that same page, I want to react to reverb events with Livewire. And part of that reaction would be to dynamically add sorry, dynamically add classes to elements in the page, and that's going to connect with the library that I want to use, which is animate.css, I think was the name, which is basically just add water to animate kind of a library. And also, finally, I want to start looking into plans for cleaning up the files for the text-to-speech events, because I'm pretty sure that's getting rapidly growing. I mean, that's rapidly growing. I haven't even looked into the folder yet, but I'm pretty sure there is a lot of files that should not be kept in there indefinitely. So I'm thinking for now, the easiest way to deal with that would be a scheduled task that runs every day and just wipes down all of the events. I don't see a reason why I would like to keep an event for more than a day or so. So yeah, we're gonna clean up those locally first and then in the server, because I know in the server there is a lot of files. I haven't seen them, but I know they're there based on all of the tests that we've been doing. And what else? I don't think, well, that's a lot. We won't be able to get to all of this today, but we'll try to make good progress. I'm gonna start with this one. I'm gonna start with the clip command, or the clip. It's gonna be a webhook probably. So I'm going to start reading about this. I've been reading about this already. It seems to be really simple. The only hiccup on this is the fact that to make this API request, which is basically just a post request to this endpoint, and I just have to pass my broadcaster ID, which I already have stored. I need to pass an authentication token. I already have that, and this is the thing. This token is a, where does it say? It's a user access token. So it's different than an application access token. That's the one that we are using to request user information after an event, the nickname and the avatar. To do that request, to make the request, we just need to request a simple token with the app secret ID. And then we get a token and we use that token to make the actual request. In this case, this user access token has to have a clips edit permission on the account, the broadcaster account, which means we need to add that to the list of permissions when we authenticate with Twitch. And we probably need to add a contingency for when the access token from the user, which I already have stored in the database, expires. If that happens, I need to use the refresh token to get a new access token, store that back into the database, and then use it to make the actual clip request. So it's a whole thing. Not as easy as it seems. Let me look into, I have another tab for the user access token actually. Do I? I don't think I do. Right. Let me open this in a new tab. Read about this, because there is the whole refresh process is the one that I don't really remember. App access token, authentication, tokens don't last forever. Validating tokens for third party. No, How about this? Access and refresh tokens can become invalid for the following reasons. The token expires, the user changes their password, Twitch revokes the token, the user disconnects from your app by going to their accounts and clicking disconnect. If the token becomes invalid, your API request returns a 401 unauthorized response. If this happens, or when this happens, you'll need to get a new access token using the appropriate flow for your app. Refreshing access tokens. Here it is. The lifetime of an access token depends on how you acquire the token. 1 second. Yep. All right. Although you could use the expires in value, which is, we're not going to do that. Twitch recommends that apps reactively respond to an HTTP status code 401 unauthorized. So if we get this, we have to refresh. The only access tokens that apps can refresh without requesting user consent are user access tokens created using the OAuth authorization code grant flow. When you get a user access token using the authorization code grant flow, you also get a refresh token. We already have that. Generally, refresh tokens are used to extend the lifetime of a given authorization. Your app uses the refresh token to get a new access token after receiving a 401 unauthorized response. Note, you cannot refresh app access tokens. That I already know. The following example shows the JSON object that the OAuth to token endpoint returns. The object includes an access token and a refresh token. Yeah, I already have those. To refresh, here it is. To refresh an access token, send an HTTP post request to the same endpoint, basically. The following table lists the www form URL encoded parameters that you pass in the body of the request. So client ID, we already have that. Client secret, we already have that. Okay, so it's the grant type. The grant type is refresh token. So the original one is bearer. We don't care about this one because this call, the original call to authorize the user, is made by Socialite. That's how we got the original access and refresh token. So we don't care about that one. We care about this one. We need to make another post with basically the same payload, or basically this payload, which is in form URL encoded. This part is important. It's not JSON, it's a form. So we send the client ID, the secret, the grant type is refresh token, and we send also the refresh token that we have installed or stored. You must URL encode the refresh token before posting the request. If you don't, and the token contains restricted characters, the request may fail with invalid refresh token. Okay, keep this in mind. And here's the curl request example. Content type, application. I need this header probably. Brand type, refresh. All right. And what we get in return, it's another access token and a new refresh token. Also the scopes and the token type. Okay. Can a refresh token become invalid? Yes. Refresh tokens can become invalid. Refresh tokens, like access tokens, can become invalid if the user changes their password of your app. Okay, fine. Most refresh tokens do not expire, but refresh tokens generated by a public client, don't know what that means, will expire after 30 days, which will invalidate. I don't think I don't think this applies to us. We're not actually a public client because we have an app secret, I guess. Okay, fine. I'm gonna keep this here. Oh, we should get this branch merged first before we start working on something new. Let me see how that looks. We added Laravel prompts, yeah. We have the new console commands with Twitch status. That was the only one. Oh, and Twitch event, so 2. Then web routes. This was just me testing, so I'm not gonna put that in. Can I? Yeah. Revert that. And this is just new console commands for Twitch. Oh, I vaguely remember that I wanted another command. I'm gonna make a note for that. I wanted another command to cancel a subscription. So I'm gonna put it maybe at the end. It's not that urgent. All right. Everything looks good. Create pull request. And merge. I didn't do composer test, so I'm wondering if it's going to fail. I knew it. I knew it. One lint error. It's all right. We can... So the merge, does the merge still happens even if this fails? I think it does. I should have a way to stop a merge if the action fails. I don't know how though. For now, because I know it's just something small, I'm just going to push directly to main. Don't do this at home, kids. Oh, no. Well, this passes. This is because I haven't pulled the changes. All right, now if I run this, there you go. Just do git add as, cool, git add all, git commit -m lint fix, and then git push. -u, no, just git push. Right? Now if we go here into actions, and it's already running. Cool. Hey Target X, greetings. What is the purpose of using Twitch for sending notifications? Well, that is one of the purposes. The original idea was to create a queue for TTS messages, and that is triggered by things happening on Twitch called events. And that's pretty much working in a bare bones state. So yeah, Twitch can send notifications via webhooks to our application, and we can handle those in any way we want. What happened here? Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. And now I'm going to use Twitch to create a clip command, just so I don't have to, because I've noticed that the clip command, I could use their UI, but then again, I'll have to, in this monitor, I have chat. And if I wanted to clip something, I'll have to switch the window and then click the clip button on their UI, and then come back to, it's like a 4-step process. Instead, what I want to do is, on my Stream Deck, I can create a button that sends a web request to any URL that I want. So I'm going to create one of those that access a locally hosted site, which is this one that we have here, and that will trigger a request to Twitch to create a new clip of the last 90 seconds of footage, which is better than the one that I had, because the one that I had here in my Stream Deck only stored like 30 seconds, and sometimes I had to delete clips because they cut off too quickly. So if I had more time, I can edit that better. So all in all, is going to help me create more content. Guess I should have done this before. Oh, but this is what? Do I need reverb running? Or just beat? Seems like it's well, it says 80/80. Might be reverb. Let me see. This is wow, that's never mind. Composer test, run it again, see what happens. Yeah, it was reverb. So that's probably what's happening up top. I don't have a reverb. Whoa. No, this is the one that I was facing. Yeah. Undefined variable. Routes console. Huh. Is it because of this? Yeah, probably. All right. I'm gonna remove that. I don't think I need that line at all. Oh, I'm looking at the diff. That's why. So that's gone. See if that fixes the issue. Yep. It was using this on a non-object. Oh, come on. Oh, rector. Okay, so composer refactor. All right. Just needed a void return here. All right, cool. Now we can push everything else. So git, what do we have? Git status. Just that. All right. Everything should be good now. Everything good? Everything good. All right. Does anyone know how to configure this so that if the action fails, it will cancel the merge from the pull request? Let me see if there's something in settings. Webhook actions, maybe general, allow actions and reusable one, disable actions, artifact and log retention, approval for running fork pull request, no, workflow permissions, no, none of this. Runners? No. Rules? No. Code security? No. We have ads. Hi Willie, how you doing? I'm looking for an option. I know there has to be an option that will prevent a pull request from being merged if the GitHub action fails. I have this issue right now that I created a pull request, I merged it, and then when I checked the actions, there were some failures there. So I wonder if there's a way for GitHub to stop the merging on a failed action, on a failed GitHub action. There might be inside rule sets in branch protections. Yeah, basically it runs after the merge. That's what I think it's happening. Once the merge happens, then a GitHub action triggers. I would like that to trigger before the merge and then cancel the merge. I don't know if that's even possible though. It's are gone, I think. Yep, we're back. Did the link go through? YouTube kind of, no, it didn't. YouTube is kind of a bitch. Give me the keywords to look for it. Maybe I can find it. Settings, branches, branch, protect. I'm there. Add rule in branch name pattern. Enter the name of the branch. So I'm adding the where's the branch pattern? First, I'm adding the rule set. Hold on. Protect matching branches. Check require status checks. Require status. I was there. Check require status checks here. That one. Up to date before merging. This one. No. Require branches to be up to date before merging. That one. And then under status checks found in the last week for this repository, check the boxes for the checks you want to require or add checks. There are no checks. Oh, this one? Oh. Oh. Nice. Thank you so much. So basically, I'm creating this rule sets. This rule set. Where do I save it? And then create. Let's see if that works. Yeah, use my password, please. All right, so if I go back to branches, add branch rule set. Oh, come on, dude. Where? Enforcement status disabled. What? Oh, here. Oh, crap. Now I have to find the rule sets. The rule set that I wanted. Oh, come on. It was already, I saved it. Where is it? Here we go. Active. So if the target branch is just the default branch, which is main. So I'm guessing that's fine. and then save changes. So that should be good. Maybe we should do a test. Yeah, we'll test it when we get to it. I guess we'll just start. I'll just start working, and then later on we'll see if it works. All right, so clip. So what I want is I have this thing on my Stream Deck configuration. Ignore that one, by the way. That doesn't work. So I have this, like this one doesn't work either. So I have this one, right? Which is basically just an HTTP request. I can pass the URL here. It's kind of small, but it's there. I can decide whether to be a get or a post. It really doesn't matter. In this case, I'm going to use a get. Content type. Again, not really important. I'm going to use text plain. I could probably use a token, although I don't see a need to protect this URL too much. Creating clips on someone's page is not exactly restricted in any way. Then the body, I'm not going to use any body. So technically I could just press this button and it will make a call to this URL, and that URL will then use Twitch API to create a clip. I'm going to keep that route. I kind of like it. So ttspanel.test, that's my local site, and then clip. I guess I already have it. Why are you in diff mode? Thank you. Let's try another branch here. How does it know the timestamp? It doesn't really need to know the timestamp of the clip. What happens is, as soon as you make that request, as soon as you make that API request to Twitch to create a clip, it will, according to the documentation, it will create a clip like 25 to 30 seconds before you made the request, and also kind of like 5 to 10 seconds after. So if I make a request right now, it's going to take the last 30 seconds and keep recording for another 10. So it's going to give me like that much, like 45 seconds of a time frame. It doesn't really need to know the timestamp. So yeah. Actually, they advertise it as 90 seconds, but then the documentation didn't add up to that. But supposedly it's 90 seconds of footage since you made that request. And supposedly once that happens, I can then go to my creator dashboard on Twitch and see the created clips there. The response actually gives you the clip ID and the clip URL if you want to use it, but I'm not really interested, and I'm not going to start editing clips on live. I'll just watch them later. But at least I need to know that pushing that button will give me a clip that I can then go and watch and refine and then turn into a short. Okay. say route get sir. Has there been any updates to the Laravel extension? Get to auto update, so I'm guessing not. Last update January 16th, and that bug is still there. Okay. Kind of annoying, but okay. So if we make a request to clip, let's create a new Twitch controller method. PHP Storm. I know. One day. You know what I'm going to use before PHP Storm? Vim. I'm studying. I'm getting better. I'm refining my Vim setup, and at some point, maybe between now and the next week, I'm going to start switching to Vim. See how it feels. I not use Vim in PHP Storm. Oh, you mean Vim Motions? What I'm using right now? Oh, this needs to be clip Twitch. I need a comma here. Yeah, if I end up using PHP Storm at some point, of course I will be using Vim Motions. Of course. Okay. Over here. All right. So the simplest way I can do this without even checking for the result. So I'll just blindly take the user request, their user token, and make the request. I will add a check later for the return of that request to refresh that token. So I can do, I'm gonna have to look for the user. I'm not authenticated in this case. I guess I should just pass a token. That'll be easier, because if I pass a token, that token will immediately give me the authenticated user. I can do that with Sanctum. Yeah, that'll be easier. That way I don't have to look for the one and only user that is present here and just magically get the right user and then the token. That means I will have to move this guy over here, maybe at the end. There. If I put it in here, this middleware already has Sanctum enabled, which means I can pass an API token in the header, and that will authenticate automatically. Okay. Let me see. So I guess I'll have to create a token real quick. I guess I already have some, I think I have some code for that already. I was looking into it before. Yeah. All right, that's the token. So I'm going to take this, copy that, head over to configure stream deck. And here inside header, I'm going to use authorization. Bearer, and then paste that in. And that should be enough. And now, just to make sure that it works, I'm going to head over here. And in that method, I'm just going to log something. So all I did was I have the button in front of me, clicked it, and it went over and it worked. Well, the code worked. Let's see if I can get the user out of that. So instead of this, let's log something different. Let's get the user first and foremost. So user equals auth user, and we're going to need, for now, let's just log the name. There you go. Easy peasy. Oh, I guess I didn't need to do that. It was already here. If you read, it was already there. Yes. Okay, so I got the user. I can close this. Now what I can do is get the token. Let's get rid of this. Let's change it for access token equals auth user, and then from there I can go switch. No. Get token. I think that's the one. Let me see. because this user has API tokens, but also because this user Yes, I can read real quick on the socialite documentation. Oh no, not like that. I guess that's only on the socialite user that I can get back using this call. All right, that's fine. I was doing it the right way. I have to go into Twitch because that's where I store the thing, and then on that I have, I don't remember, create Twitch accounts, access token. All right, so I have the access token. Cool. I guess from here I can do an HTTP. It said it was a post. Oh, as form. Nice. HTTP as form with token without token. I think it was with token, right? With token, access token, and then post. Let's go grab that URL real quick. And of course, we need to send, I'm gonna put the payload over here. This I can get, I'm gonna put it in another variable here. You know, it would be easier if I just do one variable. Has delay? No. So it's just a broadcasted ID then. All right. It'll be easy. Okay. And for now, I'm going to DD the response. Not request, response. Body. Actually, it responds with JSON. Responds with this. So I'm gonna just paste that. Just all of it. Of course, I won't be able to see that. So I guess I'm gonna do log again. Like that. I can probably use V or V. Okay, let's see if that works. Boom. Unauthorized. Ha! I'm gonna have to do the check again. At least I know how it looks. Okay, good. This is good. This is good. So now I have to do a refresh. Nice, 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 nice. So if response code or status equals, we have ads, then ad break. I'm gonna go grab some water. In the meantime, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Ads are over. So, as I was saying, if response status equals 401, then I have to refresh the access token. So that was in the documentation already. So it's just another post to here. Content type. Oh, this was as form. I guess the other one wasn't. Okay, I'm gonna remove this as form from here. I didn't need that. Or did I? No, it's just query. Oh, it's just query parameters. Okay. It was just. Wait. Right. It's just broadcasted ID like that. All right. So this one was it still a post? Yes. So not really a payload. All right. Oh, and I was missing. I wonder why it didn't complain about this. I was missing the client ID. One sec. I already have examples of how to use HTTP. Or did I? Maybe not. With headers, of course. Yeah, I saw it. You're paying attention. Yeah, this is an array. All right, that should be all. Client ID, authorization, parameter, query parameters, and then check the response. If it's 401, then do the authentication, the refreshing, which has to be a post as form with all of this. All right. response again. I'm just going to override that. Should I? Yeah, no, doesn't matter. Response equals HTTP as form with token. Let's just copy this part here. And then what? For this one, I do need a payload, and the endpoint is this. That is a post. All right, config app, no, services, Twitch client ID, and then client secret, also in services, Twitch client secret, the grant type is this one, and the refresh token comes from Twitch account refresh token. All right, so we have the response there as form with token, pass the bearer authorization. Do I need an authorization on this one? No, I don't. I don't need a token. I don't have a token. That's the whole purpose. So just HTTP as form post to there, pass the payload. And then I should get a new access and refresh tokens. So I guess that should not. All right. If response okay, I guess. Twitch account access token equals to the new and improved response JSON, and I should be able to just say access token and same thing for the refresh token. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Muhammad, response successful? Is it successful or okay? I think it's okay. Okay is okay. Let me check. Oh, successful. You're right. You are correct. What did I do? What did I do? Ooh. There. And then I can do Twitch account, save. And then I can just make this request again, which makes me think that this should be on a method somewhere else. But not now, later. On the cleanup, on the refactor, we'll do that. Let me just yank it for now. 17 down, paste. All right, and at the end, I can just log in for the response and see what happens. All right, let's try it out. This guy is already running here, so bad request. Thank you, sir. I will try. Bad request. Request body was not parsable. I suppose we can... Alright, let's try this. Remember what I said about keeping something in mind? This is not the one. The other one. Refreshing. Must URL encode the refresh token before posting the request. If you don't and the token contains the request may fail with invalid refresh token. That's not the response that I got. Or maybe it was, I don't know. Actually, let's just log the response content or body. See what did we get? Why did you attempt? CM Griffin, how you doing, man? Thank you for the rating party of 50, man. God damn. Thank you so much. How was your stream? Let me give you a shout out real quick. How did it go? Did you have a nice stream? Everything good? How are you doing? Stream went good. Lots of ranting, I bet. That's good. Got done too. Awesome. That's the important part. Awesome, dude. Thank you so much for the raid. Quick. First of all, welcome raiders. My name is Arturo. I'm a PHP developer from Costa Rica with PHP. With 20 years of experience using PHP, and 10 of those years I've been using the Laravel ecosystem or the Laravel framework. And I like to create small projects, live on stream to help bring others into the Laravel ecosystem and into the Laravel community, which is top notch. And also, Rebecca Garces, thank you so much for joining. What is that message? I've done a bunch of PHP, so I speak highly when I can, just don't do it most of my time. Well, that's fine. It's not a requirement. Rebecca, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate the message, but I would also appreciate if we keep politics and religion out of the chat. So we're talking about development here. On that spirit, I'm just going to.
You're amazing.
Oh, you're amazing, dude. Thank you so much. I'm gonna take that out there. Thank you so much, Miguel Bautista. Thank you. How is your English so good? Well, basically, I just watched a lot of movies, played a lot of games, and yeah, that was it. I had one course of conversational English when I was in university, or when I was 21 or so. And that was it. Everything else I learned on the go. The line numbers? First of all, I can begin to pronounce that name. I'm gonna guess it's Light 75. I don't know. I'm gonna call you Light, but basically these are relative line numbers. So I'm using VS Code, but I'm also using Vim Motions, which means that the line that you see here is the actual line number, and then the rest are relative to that line. So for example, since I'm using the keyboard to move around using J and K for going up and down, I can also say, for example, if I want to go 10 lines up, I can say 10J, or actually 10K, and then 10K again. and that will take me up and down then the amount of lines that I want. See, if I want to go down 10 lines, I can do that. So that's just a trick that people use in Vim motions to move around quickly in the code. Noise. Yes. I still struggle from time to time using Vim, but I'm getting better. My hope is at some point during the next week or so, I'm gonna be switching to Vim as much as I can and struggle a bit there and then just switch to it completely. Puro talento hispano. Yes, sir. What do you think of Marken? Do you think there is hope for junior developers? Of course. There is always hope for developers. Junior, senior, doesn't matter. There is always hope for developers. There is always need for talent, no matter the level of experience. What I always recommend, junior or senior, is that you always have something to show. That's why it's good to have like a portfolio. It's good to have it's good to participate or contribute in open source projects if you can, or just create hobby projects on your own, so that when you are looking for a job, you can have code to show other people and say, hey, I did this thing, I did this other thing. And when someone asks you, can I see some code of just to gauge your coding style, you can say, sure, this is my GitHub. I've created this project and this other project. It really helps a lot when you're looking for a position to have something to show. Someone needs to brew the coffee. You need coffee? People speak highly of LeetCode. If you ask me, if I were to be looking to hire someone as a developer, I would prefer to see live projects. Something, even if it's something small, a clone of a project, that speaks better or more highly to me than, oh, I optimize this function in LeetCode to run exactly as they expected me to, and or something like that. I don't really use LeetCode, to be honest. So it's not bad per se, but I am not sure if that's going to be a decisive factor of you finding a job. Thank you for joining, for following. You're amazing, dude. Who was that, by the way? I didn't read the name. That got 102 and the title Tom. Thank you so much for joining and for following. So yeah, I don't know if LeetCode is exactly the only option that you have. I would say if you're looking for a job or looking to start looking for a job, just create small projects on your spare time. Like, just do something, create something, whatever. And that way you practice and also have a portfolio of projects that you can then show and tell people about. Yeah, no problem. There's always hope. Always, always. And that is mainly why I think I do this. Watching tutorials is good and nice, but people often don't look don't get too much value out of tutorials because they just follow the tutorial without learning. While creating something live gives you the full experience from start to finish of how it is to work on something and struggle. If you don't struggle on your own while creating something new, you don't learn anything. I actually enjoy lead code. I need to build more stuff though. Yeah, I mean, it's great that you enjoy it and it's good practice, but you need also the practice of creating something. That gives you the struggle. The struggle is so important. When you get frustrated and you think, oh my god, I'm so dumb, I'm so bad at this, and then you manage to get past that, and then you say, man, I'm a genius. That is the learning the learning that I think everybody needs. Okay, we have ads. We're gonna wait for people that are not subscribed. We're gonna take a break. Stretch your legs. Oh, maybe I'm okay. I think I know what's happening. Why I got the error of a bad response. We'll try something in a minute. Yeah, no problem, man. Thank you so much for joining me. And good luck to you. That's right, that's correct. Are you from Costa Rica as well? Oh, nice. Cool. All right, we're back. So I think what's throwing me off here is the fact that I'm logging here, the response, but I think this response comes from here, which means that I'm not even trying this part. And I was confused because it's saying that, where is it? No, there. No. Come on, dude, work with me. There. So it's saying that the request body was not parsable. And I was not sending any request body in this request. But I am sending one here. Wait. I thought this would do the thing that I needed. This is supposed to be... All right. Okay. I'm gonna read on this. What is this doing? Oh, Jesus Christ, that's not... Go back, please. Thank you. So this request here to refresh the token. I guess that should... Okay, I'm getting confused. I'm gonna delete this from here. And I'm gonna put it... here. So that means that it's getting into this if. Yeah, let's do that for now. Oh, something. Okay, so I pushed the button and there was no log, which means that it's not even getting in here. So it's giving me this response. Huh, okay, so the one that is failing is this one. But why? Right, I'm gonna move this up here. And try that again. It was giving me a 401 before we started this. This is the first one that I got. Now it's not even giving me that. Now it's giving me a 400, which is weird. This is strange. Okay, so it's giving me this response in these two scenarios. So the broadcaster ID query parameter is required. I'm sending that. Am I not? Oh, should be. Now I'm not sure. on, dude. Be inside, but there you go. Well, not so much. Just that. Yoink. Paste. Then I push the button again. Yeah. What the hell? Oh, dear God, why? Do you want me to pass this? Is that what it is? Do you want me to pass this as a payload instead? Wow, okay, so the documentation is not right. Okay. Interesting. Now I'm getting the error that I wanted. All right. Let's go down a few lines then. All right. Hold on. So that means I get a photo 1 like that. Oh my God, stop. And then I move this back down here, and what do I get from this response? Let's see. And I get an access token. All right. I get an access and a refresh token, which means this response here should be working, and I have like a gajillion clips already created. Let me see. I'm gonna move that down here. Please don't mess up my indentation, sir. So what does that response look like? And why did it fail again? Here. Is this not saving? Because technically, when I do this, this should be saving the new access token that I just got from that response. So in theory, it should not be failing again on 401 here. Huh. Oh my god, I'm not hitting the keys today, so I don't know if I'm not sitting well or my hands are just cold, but I'm not hitting the keyboard. Alright, so if I call it again. Oh, bad request. Oh crap. So the last request is not working. This one. Of course, because yeah, it didn't work up there, it's not gonna work up here, down here. So I have to make the request just like this. Come on. All right. Okay. Yes. Good error. Finally. First of all, documentation, what the hell are you doing? This is not up to date. This is not a query string. You don't get to do this create clip with a query string parameter. It has to be on the payload of the request. Cool. Thank you for wasting my time. Now, this is a good error because that means that my account, my Twitch account, has not given the application permission to create tweet. Okay, hold on. My Twitch account has not given permission to the application to create clips on my account. So I have to authorize the application that I created to create clips on my behalf. So to do that, I need to copy this scope. I need to go to Twitch controller. I am in Twitch controller. Hold on. And I think there is a redirect. Yes. This method here is the one that authorizes my user or the user that is currently logged in and gives several permissions to the Twitch application that we are dealing with. So I need to add a new one. And to make this work, I guess we can just call this redirect, and that is just a get request, I guess. Yeah, we just need to call this route. Usually that happens the first time you enter the UI, but we can call it directly and see what happens. I'm gonna do this in Chrome. I'm gonna do this in, thank you. So TTS panel, let's log in first, of course. So the first time that you log in here and you have not yet authorized your Twitch account to this application, there will be a button here that says login with Twitch. And that will take you to that redirect route, and that will go through the process of if you're not logged in Twitch, you have to log in first, and then you'll be shown all of the permissions that are requested, and you click the authorize button at the end, and that will give the application or the plugin that we created permissions to do whatever we are asking. So my guess is that if we navigate to redirect ourselves, not found, really? Oh, auth redirect, sorry. Interesting. You're about to leave? Yeah, sure, no problem. Oh, okay. So kind of worked, but didn't. I guess the callback is now pointing to the live. Okay, maybe we should do this in the live server. So tts.tutor922.com, and then let's head into events. This is because Twitch, over on Twitch, I guess I can show you. Under dev.twitch.com, you basically create as many applications as you want. We're working with this application here. So this application, when you manage it, you have to give it an OAuth redirect URL. This used to be the local URL when we were working locally, but then we deployed this last week, and now it's this. So I tried the OAuth redirect locally, but then Twitch tried to redirect me to the one that is live, and on that one I was not logged in. So that was the problem. So I guess we can do that callback again, but this time on the live website. And that worked. So that means that we should be able to make this other call down here now that that scope has been added to our user. Oh, it's still missing. It's still missing down here. What? What? Huh. Of course, I'm a dumbass. I'm making the request on the live server, but all of the new scope is only on my local code. Obviously, when I try to reauthorize my app live, the scope is not there yet. Okay, all right. How do we do this? I guess I could just, for the time being, yeah, let's do this. Just for a moment, I'm going to change this. Or can I add another one? I can add another one. No. Oh, okay. Maybe I can add another one. Let's see what happens. HTTPS. And then the local domain, which is tts panel.test auth fallback. Because this was working before. So let's save. And let's try that one again down in our local dev environment. So TTS panel, auth redirect. There you go. That's what I wanted to see. All right. So I had a set of permissions before, but now I'm requesting more. So since I was logged in already on Twitch, this I didn't have to log in again. And now this is authorizing to view channel points. That was the previous one that we have for the events that we're working on, channel point redemptions. And now I'm requesting access to create clips for a broadcast or video. And then we click authorize, and that will redirect us back to our dashboard. In this case, because the authorization was requested from ttspanel.test, that's where I go back. That's where I go back to. Jeez, this is cold. Don't freeze me. Okay, so now let's try this again. Yeah, I got a green check. No errors. We got a clip. Let's check it out. I'm gonna go to, I guess I don't need to be here anymore. Dashboard. Let's go to twitch.tv. Get over to my account. And a little bit bigger. Go to content, clips. It's not there. Why? Dang it. Why? Oh, I guess one of the warnings that I got is that it was an asynchronous process and it may take some time. So maybe that's the problem. Okay, let's try this. Instead of not logging anything, let's actually log the response that we get. Oh, there was no body? What? Why? What? Why? 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 Okay, this was... Okay, it's because this was successful. What? Hold up. Why didn't you log anything here? Oh, because all of this was between... Okay, so this is not getting... This part here is not giving me a 401 anymore. Alright, I'm gonna delete this from here. And instead, I'm gonna log the response up here. Why do you keep messing with my indentation? Gosh, darn it! Okay. If I do that, what do we get? Service unavailable. God damn it. Really? What the hell? Can I just not use it then? Service unavailable. Wow. Okay, this is... I was expecting this. Come on, dude. You can tell me this doesn't work at all? Which I hate you. I wish I had known this was not going to work at all before I even started. Well, the issue is that I'm getting this response back. Everything else works. I'm able to... I was able to refresh the token and everything, but now that I have a valid token, I'm getting a service unavailable response.
Citrus 1330 just followed. You're amazing.
Citrus, you're amazing, dude. Thank you so much for following. So yeah, this is not even in documentation. First, there was the issue where the documentation was telling me to do a post request with a query string, and instead I had to do a post request with the parameter in the body. So that was different from the documentation. Then the documentation does not say anything about the service not being available. So what I'm guessing is this API endpoint just doesn't work anymore. Which is frustrating. Gosh, damn. Is this even going to work at all? If I do this? Now I'm curious. Yeah, obviously the access token is going to be different. Actually, let me get that access token. Dude. Okay. Copy the access token, paste it here, and now I need the application, the client ID, which is in my .env file. If this works, I'm gonna be pissed. Oh, my broadcaster ID is wrong.
Bruh. Bruh.
You think? Jeez. Oh boy, oh boy. I wish I can create a clip of that, but I can't because the service is unavailable. Well, that was a good waste of 2 hours, wasn't it? Is it completely unavailable? Is it possible, or is it just the? Is it just the API? Nice. Thank you. It's just. Oh. Why do you make this so freaking difficult? Hmm. Yeah, it's just the API. The API doesn't work. Oh well. I'll have to find another way. Man, so frustrating, dude. Why do they have an API if they are not going to maintain it? Clip settings. Huh. Maybe. Yeah, there is no restrictions here. Okay. I guess there is no point in dwelling on this anymore. I'll find out if there's any other way to do this. If not, then... Is it? Really? What did you search for? Just the error? Okay, last 4 to 5 days. You know, Twitch has been having issues also with Chrome. I've seen this problem too. Let's see. I've been getting errors for the last 4 or 5 days. 2000 and oh for fuck, yeah. Am I in the wrong place then? 5 years ago, 5 years ago. Oh, here? January 4th? 3 days ago. Yeah, there it is. Issue with Twitch Clips API. I'm not sure if this is the correct channel. The manual clips button on the Twitch API works. Yes. But if I try to the API, you get service unavailable. Reintegrating authentication tokens. Interesting. This seems to be an issue specific with my channel. When I attempt to create clips for another channels, everything was oh, really? So my channel too. Not all channels experience this problem. I also generated the authentication token again, but the error remained. Other queries work normally. Yeah, that I can also use other API stuff. I have the same problem, only clips creation fails. I'm experiencing the same issue with a few channels when using the creator. I'm not sure if this is relevant, but when I get a 403 error back, I also see a CloudFront error being returned in the response headers. Oh. Related forum inquiries. Okay, so what? So this is marked as urgent. Let's check this. Open link in the tab. Yeah, this is what I was going to see. Same issue, same issue. Same thing. No solutions. It's a duplicate, and it's there's an issue already, which I'm already looking at. Yeah, I guess there is nothing else on this. It's just a problem that is ongoing. God. And I'm wondering, I guess that's the problem that I'm having with that's why my clip button stopped working on my Stream Deck. I'm pretty sure that button also works with the API. Okay, not so, I'm still bummed out, but not so much that, well, I still have hopes, at least. I guess what I could do for now is maybe create a new dock for that. I don't have space though. Use the YouTube API in the meantime? What? How? What? YouTube API? I should start looking into the YouTube API, to be honest. Don't even know where to begin though. What can I get rid of here? I'm looking at my OBS screen, just looking for space, where to put, because what I can do is I can take, let's close this. I can take from the stream manager, for example, I can just pop out this and then just copy that URL, and then I can create a custom web dock on OBS and just have that button, all of these buttons already in OBS, and all I have to do is just, if I want to clip something, I just switch to OBS and then click there. It's a little bit annoying, but I guess it'll have to do. Where do I put it? I don't have space. Maybe I can just make this small. I know you're not seeing what I'm seeing because I remember I was able to hide OBS from the screen share. I just don't remember how to bring it back. So I'm gonna do this here and you won't be able to see anything. Docs, custom browser docs. And I can put in Twitch. Stream manager. Twitch actions, actually. Go away. Aha. Twitch actions, and then let me go back over here. Copy that link. Close that. And then paste it in here and then apply. And close. All right, that worked. Now, where do I dock you? Over here, maybe? Yeah, that works. So I still have chat, I still have activity, and now I have the clip button. Okay, okay. Cool. I guess technically we did this. Where is it? Technically there, we just have to wait for Twitch to get his things together. Get it together, Twitch. Let's do the overlay. Yes. Let's do the overlay. Let's do something fun. All right. All right, I'm gonna push. I'm gonna drown first I'm gonna push all of the changes on this branch first, and that'll help us test the failure. Test if it fails on GitHub, if it's going to protect from the merge, because I'm pretty sure yeah, I'm gonna do that. Actually, I'm pretty sure something's failing right now. Let's try it. Composer test. Yeah, right away. So it's just a link problem, but I'm gonna leave it there, and I'm gonna try to push this action, hoping that it won't merge. Hoping. If it does, I'll just push all the fixes to main, I guess. All right. So we just added this. And this clip, it's ugly, but it's there. And then one change to routes. Good. Ah, nice. So if this doesn't pass, then it's going to fail the merge. Let's see if it passes. It's not going to pass, actually. It's just running. It's just running. It's just running. It's going to fail at some point. I know you're gonna fail. Come on. Speed it up. Dude. I guess in the meantime, now that this is working, I'm gonna go back and modify that. Fix it, actually. It is, yeah, it's going to work, of course. It's going to wait. This is just running, and if this fails, I'm guessing this pull request is not going to be mergeable. So in the meantime, while that finishes, I'm just going to fix it. Oh. Okay, I think I know how to fix this. Yeah, I need this line. All right, we have a refactor problem. Is this rector? No, it's just best. So return type line 85 on where? Switch controller. Okay. Line 85. Okay, this needs to return a view, right? Like the others. Response actually. No, actually this returns void. There's no return from this one. Should be, but there isn't. That's fine. Good. Okay, so everything is good. Let's add those changes. Are you not done? What is happening? Not even here. That's odd. Is it in checks? That's weird that it didn't actually fail. Anyway, let's push this. And now I'm worried that it actually doesn't work. Do I have to trigger it manually? I'm guessing this never started because this action seems to be only running when you merge in main, which is not what I was expecting. Reenacts. Yep. I'm gonna leave that running. See what happens. Let's take a break. I guess I have to tell the action to run on every branch. So as soon as I push changes to a branch, just run it. Or I need a staging branch. I merge into that, checks pass, and then I can merge into production. I think that's the flow that they're looking for. If that's the case, I'm just going to disable the current protection from the check and just I'll figure out the actual flow off stream. I think that's the case. I mean, the check has to run and pass before you can actually merge it into main, but if the actual check doesn't trigger unless you merge into main, then you can't never merge. Alright, that passed. So if that passed now, if I go to a pull request, nope. Yeah, it's not letting me merge anymore. That's harsh. I'm gonna have to disable that protection. And we're back. All right, we're back, and I'm gonna have to disable this because it's not actually working. This stays like that forever, and I don't want that. So let's go to settings, branches, no, rule sets. You think? All right, let's try that. Close. And then reopen. What bothers me is that I can't see I can't see this running anywhere. It's just yellow, but if I go to actions, it's never actually running. It's not running. What? I don't know. It seems a lot. Okay. Let's try it. So you're saying I have to do git commit amend. No edit. And then git push force with leaks. Nope. I think what I'm going to have to do is to do an intermediate merge, create a branch, basically a staging branch, where I can merge all of my changes, and that supposedly will trigger all of the checks. And then once those checks have passed, only then I can then merge staging into production. But I'm gonna have to disable some stuff first. Rule sets. All right. I'm gonna figure that out by next session. I don't want to stop for that right now. Yeah, this is now running. Details. It's going to pass since it passed down here. But yeah. Yeah, I just have to do an intermediate merge so that this will be green by the time I merge into production or main. Or yeah, main. All right. While that is working, let's move on to main and pull. So for this, I was chatting with OpenAI and got some semblance of a code snippet that we can use as a starting point for this. I'm gonna close this real quick. And 1 second. Let me look that chat up. Okay. So, what I have to do apparently is the trick here is to use background transparent. Supposedly, OBS understands that and makes the actual web page or the actual overlay transparent so that it doesn't block the entire view. So I'm gonna start with that. I guess what we could do is let's create a new layout. Let's create a new layout file. Close a few things here. Close, 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 close. And let's open the current overlay, the current layout file actually. And that was called app.blade.php in views layout. I'm going to take this layout, create a new one, and on the body, is it? Yeah, the body here, I'm going to give this a transparent background. That way I can then create a full page view component in Livewire. Use that layout and just put a card in the middle, like the one that we can see in the events, but just a card. And then if we can see that card, once I put that in an overlay in OBS, then we can start moving things around. So let's see. Resources, views, layouts. Let's duplicate this one. Actually, let's create a new file. Let's call it overlay. .blade.php. All right. And now let's go over to the body. And use BG transparent over here. We're not going to need a banner in this case. And this div is for the entire screen, but we are going to get rid of this dark background over here and just make this the size of the screen. You don't need a navigation menu or a page heading. We just need the page content. I don't need models. And I do need Livewire scripts at some point. All right. Now let's create a new component. What am I going to call this? Let's see. App, Livewire, pages. Let's just call it pages overlay. PHP artisan. Make Livewire. Pages overlay. Okay, now I need to modify this component so that it doesn't use the default layout. So let's open overlay.php. And how did we do this? I think there is a property I can use or an attribute called layout. Yep, there it is. And we just have to use a resources view. It starts from resources views. So I just have to use layouts overlay like that. All right, let's work on the overlay, the overlay template. Nope, not that. Oh, they're called the same. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Let me do some renaming. I was not thinking. OBS overlay? Yeah. I think this is fine for now. It's just to make it different from the actual layout file name. This is fine. Show overlay, show overlay. So we have a div here. I'm gonna copy the design or the classes from the card of the TTS event, which is this. In fact, I'm just gonna copy everything here. Yoink. And then show overlay. Hasta. And let's get rid of the things that we don't need. We're gonna comment out the image. It's going to come back, but I'm gonna comment it out for now. And instead of event nickname, let's call it just my user. And here, let's just say hello world. And for the audio file, let's just comment this out too. And then we can keep the button, get rid of the wire click. All right. Now let's check a look at that. We need a route. We need a route. Web.php. Now, I will probably need the user at some point. So thinking about that, I'm just going to add it inside the Sanctum group. Route get overlay, and then just use show overlay. What? Oh, one sec. I forgot to change the class name on the show overlay class. Hey Harold, how you doing? I'm working right now on creating an overlay for OBS so that I can then use that to show the TTS messages automatically, reacting to reverb and just showing those in OBS and playing them automatically later without me having to go to the events list and clicking on the play button. Okay, show overlay. Back to web. And let's import show overlay here. And now if I call this route right now from within my application, it should work. I am going to call it later, passing in the user auth token that we, or the auth token, not the auth token, the access token we generated with Sanctum, the one that we are using here in this thing that did not work, this one, but not right now. Right now I just want to see how it goes. So overlay. Okay, looks like crap. Let's center that in the screen. Theme. Oh, BG white? No. Well, no. Well, yeah. Okay, that's the background. Okay, that's fine. That's the background of the whole car. What was that application? Is that what you were using with this application? If you're referring to this is just the Stream Deck UI that I use to set up all of my Stream Deck buttons. In one of those, there is a plugin that allows you to make an HTTP request to a URL. Using one of these Stream Deck buttons. I was using this for something we were doing at the beginning. I wanted to create a clip webhook because the one in my Stream Deck stopped working. Now we know why. It's because Twitch is it's having issues with creating clips out of the API. So we stopped there, but now we have this button here. So I guess the overlay, we should do this in the overlay layout. Probably here. Let's say class. Actually, I did have some code for this. Hold on. Yeah, I'm more back end to front end, more back end than front end. I can do some stuff in the front end, but I'm not like a JavaScript, React, Vue.js expert. I work more on PHP. No, back end. Yeah. Maybe we can copy some of this. I should have, yeah, from the beginning. But we can copy some of this. For example, position fixed. And then instead of bottom one minus 150, which is to have the card hidden, I can just use bottom positive something. 50 actually. Let's try that. And then left 50%. And what is the other one? Transform, X translate 50%. That seems, I don't know. Let's try this. So that means the card will be the one that has the classes. Let's try it. What if we do fixed and then bottom uh, 24, 36, 44, 48, 50. Let's do bottom 12. And then left. I think we can do 50% like this. And then transform. Translate. What was it? Minus 50% X. How does that look? It doesn't. Well, kinda. List is smaller, but it's not following the translations at all. Yeah, that works. Let's see, that didn't work. So instead of fixed, or actually, what if I just use fixed? How does that look? Okay. Okay. I have an idea. Are we back to this saddle? Dude, come on. Move on. How about instead of item center, items end? And then from here I can just not use fixed, maybe. By the way, I need a beat server if I don't want to keep reloading this. Yeah, that didn't work. Okay. That's because the main is not. Okay, so maybe I need to make this one flex. No. How about that? Okay, that worked. I want that card to be at the bottom so that I can then at some point hide it from view, like put it right below the edge, and then I can add a class to it that will animate it. I think that will animate it into the frame. I don't think I need to actually put it outside the frame. This is what I want to. This is what I want to use. Not that. Animate CSS. Yeah. I want something that looks like. Not that. Like that. So supposedly, I can just add this class and the component will pop into view. So I don't really have to transform minus 150 from the bottom. I just have to have it in the bottom, maybe with some padding. And once I add this class, it will do that. This has a JavaScript interface or API. So I can probably, maybe not. I can just add that class. And with Livewire, I can then add this other class. No, this is the entrance. What is the exit? Bounce out, down. Whoop. Or back out. Bounce, exits. Bounce out, up. No, bounce out, down. There. So yeah, using Livewire, I can dynamically add classes to elements. So I can add this one and then wait until the message has been played, or just wait for a specific amount of time after the message has been played. And then when that happens, I can then add this other class. Bounce out, down. So that's kind of my idea. As long as this card is down here, I guess that would work. I have to add a minimum size though. How about 44? Is that good? No, that's too little. Go with 96. See how that looks. Better. Not as good as I thought. Can I do 60%? Yeah, that's good. MD. I guess MD works too, but MD is still too little, I think. Yeah, that's too little. XL. Or LG, is it? LG? No. I guess a percentage works fine. Maybe just taking 60% of the screen. Like that. Because that's too big. We could do away with the bottom, to be honest. I'm not gonna have to mark or click any button in this case, so maybe we can just get rid of the bottom side. Make it a little bit more compact. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna make it a full screen so that I can then everything that is in white will be the rest of the screen, like the rest of the stream. I'm currently this is still 16 by 9, I guess. So it'll work, I assume. Why don't we try and just show this? See what happens. I'm gonna go back to OBS. Hide that because it doesn't look good. Let's see. I have to guess new source, sources, new source, browser. And let's call it PTS overlay. Click OK. And I guess what you're seeing is just that. Now, what happens if I modify this? And change the URL to pts panel.test/. Oh, it's not gonna give me anything because I have to log in, right? Overlay. Okay, so kind of worked, but not so much. Now I can grab the dang it. I can't pass a header. I'm gonna have to not protect this. How can I pass a header into that? How can I pass an API key in Sanctum? Hold on, I'm gonna hide that for now. And I'm gonna look for Sanctum so I can pass an API key on the query string, in the query string. Token abilities, token middleware. Protecting routes, revoking tokens, expiration, and I'm past that. I guess I can't. All right. That sucks though. I mean with... Hey, I was scripted by the way. Sorry, I didn't say hi. Half would work too, I guess. I guess it only works with a header. Okay. That's fine. I'm thinking if I'm going to need the user at some point. I don't think I will. Everything is going to be in the event. The URL, yeah, I guess I don't need it. Or later on I can find out if I can use a JW token. But for now I just want to see, oh my god. I just want to see how it looks. So I'm just going to take it out of here. Out of the group. Oh, I said out of the group. And now it's not authentic, not protected by password. So if I just, can I refresh this? No. Why do you keep asking for that? How can I refresh the overlay? Dude, come on. All right, fine. I'll delete you and create another one. Browser, okay. Source HTTPS PTS panel dot test slash overlay. Hey. Oop. Well, kind of works. I guess I'll have to play with the colors a little bit more, but hey, transparent. That works. And let me adjust the, well, I can play with that later. Yeah. I guess I can't reach it, so. So yeah, as long as the background is transparent, everything else is showing. Okay. That works. Is it like a full screen overlay? How does it? Did I read your question before? Anyway, so this is the whole page, and because the card is not actually, maybe I can turn it white. Let's turn it white. So if I go back to VS Code. And let's go back to the template, show overlay, and instead of using the dark variant, I'm just going to use BG white. And remove the dark variant from here. Actually, I can just go to the overlay template and remove dark like that. Zoomed? What do you mean zoomed? Yeah, I can zoom in and out if I want. And interestingly enough, because I have npm running, the overlay reloaded as well. Yeah, that worked. That works. From here on, it's just a matter of this is a Livewire component, so it can listen for reverb events. I can react to the event that I was already reacting to in Twitch, like raise an event, it has a message, and just play with the classes. Just start using this animate.css. Start playing around when I receive an event. The one thing that I do think about is this has to be like hidden by default. You don't like white? Okay, we can try another color though. I just wanted it to be like really visible right now. But yeah, we can mess with the color for sure. But from here on, it's just details. I mean, we know it works. We can have a web page. Now we just have to make it reactive with Livewire. We already have the events firing, everything broadcasting, all of that is working. We just need to make this page work and react to all of that. Like it. All right, I'm gonna hide it for now. Okay. I guess we'll right now we still need to do pagination for the list of events. I'm gonna call this done, and then we just have to work on this too, make it dynamic. Man, we didn't do anything. All of the work that we did for the clip was just, I'm not gonna say wasted, but the background color could be that. Yeah, we could make it the Twitch purple for sure. Yeah, we're just gonna have to, we're gonna play with it. We're gonna see how many styles. I can use my purple or maybe a gradient background to make it pretty, make it animated. We're gonna make it look good. It's just a matter of adding details to it now that I know that it works. And then we just have to make sure that when we pop it on screen, we dynamically play the audio. And once the audio is done playing, we dynamically close it or take it out of the screen. I mean, like the color of the user in chat. Do you have access to the chatter color? Wait, what? Oh no, I don't know if I can. Yeah, you're right. I don't know if I can get that from the... I don't know if I have access to the chatter color. I haven't seen that in the API though. Yeah, no. I'll have to look into it, but I don't think I can. It will have the avatar though. It will have the user avatar, the user nickname, the user message. We'll just have to play around with the background details and how do we make it look good. You can? Huh, really? Okay, I'll read into it. It's probably in the documentation somewhere. Get user chat colors. Get the color of the user. The color used for the user's name in chat. Authorization requires an app access token. Oh, cool. All right. Perfect. And you mean make that the background? Yeah, that could work. Yeah. Or maybe just make the nickname be that color. What I'm worried about is what if the background color, what if we use that background color and then text white, but the color does not match a white text? So it's kind of a gamble. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Maybe we just make it black, make the nickname be the color of the user chatter or of the chatter, and then we just use white text, just like the chat. Maybe not white, but maybe a dark background. I was using like slate or gray, but we can tweak that out for sure. Yeah, but I don't think we should go that deep into it. I guess just showing the nickname in bold and with the color of the with the chatter color from chat, I think that'll be a nice touch. Showing that plus the user avatar with the black background and white text, I think that'll be more than enough. We don't need to get that complicated. All right, we're gonna leave all of this for Wednesday. See how much we can do. I'm excited to try this out. Actually, before we go, let's read about this because that'll give me something to do, something to think about for Wednesday. Sorry about the white, can't do anything about it. I can start for free, that's good. Where can I get the list of voices? I think I saw it. List available voices. They have PHP code in here. That's good. Okay, here we are. Can I search this page? I can't. US. Danish, Dutch, English, Australia. What does that sound?
With cloud machine learning, your application interprets images, texts, and more.
That is loud. I'm sorry. I don't know if it was loud for you, but it was for me. Australia. See, they have so many voices though.
With cloud machine learning, your application interprets images, texts, and more.
That's crappy as hell. UK. Neural news. How about this one?
With cloud machine learning, your application interprets images, texts, and more.
Boring.
With cloud machine learning, your application interprets images, texts, and more.
Make note. ENGB Studio B. Sounds familiar.
With cloud machine learning, your application interprets images, texts, and more.
How about Studio C?
With cloud machine learning, your application interprets images, texts, and more.
Standard?
With cloud machine learning, your application interprets images, texts, and more.
No. I like this one. No, actually, it was this one. ENGB Studio B.
With cloud machine learning, your application interprets images, texts, and more.
Yeah. But see, this is what I mean. We can start for free. I have read that the free tier is very generous, and they have a shitload of voices. How about French? From Finland? So many. French Canada?
Avec Google Cloud, vous bénéficiez de notre infrastructure, de nos outils et de nos innovations.
Cool. English, UK, India, Australia, Netherlands. So apparently in English, we only have Australia. How about the Studio B from Australia? WaveNet, Journey, Neural, Standard. English India? Hold on. It's on queue. Hold on. News, Neural, Journey. Alright. We already tried that one. How about Neural B?
With cloud machine learning, your application interprets images, texts, and more.
Nah.
With cloud machine learning, your application...
No. News?
With cloud machine learning, your application interprets...
No. Standard polyglot. What is that? Are we in chat? Are we nuts right now? I don't know. Yeah, we have ads. I'm gonna let them running. Not gonna take the break. We're almost done, so I'm just gonna keep listening for voices. Actually, I'm just gonna do this. You can keep listening. Use standard? No. What about this one? No. You. That's Journey D. How about Journey O? You can't hear? Okay. I'm gonna go back here then. So I tried this one.
With Cloud Machine Learning, your application interprets images, texts, and more.
Is it too loud on your end, or is it just me? How about it's Journey? How about Neural? No, Neural is crap. Standard?
With Cloud Machine Learning, your app.
Ugh, no.
With Cloud Machine Learning, your application interprets images, texts, and more.
Sounds so flat in standard. How about WaveNet?
With Cloud Machine Learning, your
Like it has like a ooh. Okay? Okay, cool. So WaveNet is crap. Standard is crap. Journey sounds kind of fine.
With Cloud Machine Learning, your application interprets images, texts, and more.
But yeah, English we only have UK, Australia, and the US. Let's see how US sounds like.
With Cloud Machine Learning, your application interprets images, texts, and so much more.
Boring. Like no emotion, no emotion at all. How about this one?
With Cloud Machine Learning, your application interprets images, texts, and so much more.
You know how that reminds me of every single AI voice in every video short that I've seen. Like every video that has an AI voice sounds like that, and it makes me want to punch it. How about this one?
With Cloud Machine Learning, your application interprets images, texts, and so much more.
Too high pitch, like you sound like a Karen. Neural.
With Cloud Machine Learning, your application
Still too much default AI voice.
With Cloud Machine Learning, your application interprets.
Nah. How about news?
With Cloud Machine Learning,
Nope.
With Cloud Machine Learning,
That's the same voice.
With Cloud Machine Learning, your application interprets images, texts, and so much.
Still has that kind of a wavy sound, like ugh. No, I think my favorite is the UK ENGB Studio B.
With Cloud Machine Learning, your application interprets images, texts, and more.
And I think you know why. Yeah. I'm gonna look into this API, see how easy it's going to be, what do I need to do to bring it over to Laravel, and we can start working on a different integration for text-to-speech.
With Cloud Machine Learning, your application interprets images, texts, and more.
Yeah, that's the one. ENGB Studio B. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe include a token at the beginning of the message. Just exclamation point and then what voice? Like, yeah, that could work. And also I need to figure out how to do this on YouTube side, because right now it's only on Twitch. There's got to be a way to do it on YouTube as well. But that's after everything is working. So that'll be the second phase. All right. I have homework. Awesome. All right. Email for, yeah, correct. I can just tokenize the message and do a regex, tokenize the beginning. If it has the beginning, then take the second token, use it as a selection, and then the rest of the message. Yeah, that's a good idea. All right, we're gonna stop here and we'll continue working on Wednesday. A lot to do. It's gonna be fun. Thank you so much for joining me. If you found any of this helpful, don't forget to click the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, follow me on Twitch if you're not doing so already, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Stay tuned on Twitch because we're going to raid someone. Always good. Now I have a button here, so that should be easier. Raid. Who are we raiding today? Peace. Oh, nice. Josh is live. Let's raid him. Nice. Has been live for 21 minutes. Huh. Yeah, let's go to Josh. Nice, 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 nice. He's giving Laravel UK updates. Cool. Let's go see. Let's go say hi. Anyway, thank you so much. I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.
It's technically not the one I'm streaming on. I'm streaming on a PC that's on the other side of the room, and so I'm pushing everything like audio, visual out just with one single cable to that capture card, and I'm doing that. So basically, it's a lot of different routing, especially with